Good evening, hockey fanatics, and welcome back to the only news channel that truly understands a beating heart of the game. Are you feeling that familiar pang of exasperation, that unsettling sense of déjà vu, as the Toronto Maple Leafs once again flirt with a move that could either be a stroke of genius or an unforced error in the making? Because tonight, we're diving headfirst into the swirling vortex of goaltending speculation, a topic that, for Leafs Nation, often feels like walking a tightrope over a pit of hungry sharks. We're talking about the alleged pursuit of a Boston Bruins netminder, a move that, on the surface, might seem innocuous, but could, in fact, destabilize the very foundation the team is trying to build. The NHL season is practically knocking on the door, yet the Toronto Maple Leafs, ever the subject of intense scrutiny and endless rumors, are still being linked to available players. This time, the spotlight falls squarely on the waiver wire and a name that has emerged from the rival Boston Bruins. It's a storyline that's got everyone from the most dedicated armchair general manager to the seasoned hockey pundit raising an eyebrow, wondering if the Leafs are truly making a calculated gamble or simply adding another layer of complexity to an already intricate goaltending situation. Let's set the stage. The Maple Leafs are poised to kick off their 2025 to 2026 campaign with a palpable sense of instability in their crease. While the recent 4-year extension for Anthony Stolarz was a clear signal of intent, solidifying him as a key piece, the indefinite absence of Joseph Woll due to personal reasons has cast a long shadow. Woll, a promising talent, was expected to be a significant part of their tandem, and his absence leaves a gaping hole that needs to be addressed with both immediate solutions and long-term vision. In response to this unexpected challenge, the Maple Leafs have already made moves. They smartly claimed Cayden Primeau off waivers, a young goaltender with potential, and have kept Dennis Hildeby, another promising prospect, firmly in the depth chart. This seemed to be the emerging plan. Stolarz as a veteran anchor, supported by the potential of Primeau and Hildeby, a clear, albeit somewhat fluid, structure. However, just when we thought the picture was becoming clearer, a new wrinkle emerged. According to James Murphy of the RG, a respected voice in hockey circles, Toronto has also demonstrated commercial interest in Boston Bruins goaltender Michael DiPietro. Now, let that sink in for a moment. The Leafs allegedly looking at a Bruins goalie. The rivalry alone adds a certain spice to this rumor, but the implications go far beyond simple team allegiances. Murphy didn't mince words, stating, and I quote, "I've heard the Maple Leafs and Flames have already shown commercial interest in him." He went on to add, "I'd also keep an eye on the Hurricanes. This kid was expected to have teams willing to sign him if he hadn't re-signed with the Bruins. This isn't just idle chatter. It suggests a genuine market for DiPietro." Murphy further elaborated on the perception of DiPietro around the league. "I've talked to coaches, and the feeling is that teams needing backups would love to sign him off waivers because they think he can be a 1B, not just a backup. This is a crucial distinction. A 1B goaltender is someone who can genuinely share the load, not just mop up minutes. It speaks to a belief in his underlying talent and potential. So, if DiPietro is indeed seen as a potential 1B, why would the Maple Leafs' interest in him potentially undermine their goaltending stability? This is where the narrative shifts from simple interest to a potential strategic misstep. Let's revisit Toronto's recent actions. By claiming Primeau and releasing James Reimer from his PTO, the Leafs seem to be coalescing around a clear goaltending objective. Stolarz, fresh off his extension, was positioned as the 1A, with Primeau and Hildeby providing the necessary support and developmental runway. This structure, particularly with Stolarz, aligns perfectly with the tactical philosophy of newly appointed head coach Craig Berube. Stolarz is a proven commodity, a known quantity within Berube's system, offering a degree of certainty that is invaluable at the start of a demanding season. Introducing a new goaltender like DiPietro into this already established, albeit nascent, structure would create unnecessary friction. It's not just about adding a player, it's about disrupting a carefully considered plan. Every new piece requires integration, adjustment, and a reevaluation of roles. For a team striving for immediate chemistry and consistency, especially in a position as critical as goaltending, this kind of disruption can be counterproductive. Furthermore, there's the ever-present shadow of the salary cap. Adding DiPietro, even on a relatively modest contract, would consume valuable cap space. The question then becomes, is this an allocation of resources that genuinely improves a team, or is it simply a lateral move that complicates a financial picture without a clear upgrade? In a league where every dollar counts, especially for a team like the Leafs constantly battling cap constraints, such decisions must be made with surgical precision. The most significant concern, however, lies in potential for doubling down on a waiver claim. The Leafs just brought in Primeau, a player they clearly believe has a future. Adding DiPietro would mean bringing in another goaltender with similar developmental needs and aspirations. This could inadvertently jeopardize the development of Dennis Hildebrand, who needs consistent playing time to grow, and potentially limit Primeau's minutes, hindering his ability to find his rhythm and prove his worth. You can't develop 3 young goalies effectively if they're all vying for the same limited ice time. It creates a logjam, not a solution. For a team with Stanley Cup aspirations, a team that needs immediate points and consistent performance, betting on a goaltender with limited NHL experience is a significant risk. DiPietro has shown flashes of brilliance in junior and the minors, but the NHL is a different beast entirely. It's a league where every shot is harder, every decision more critical. Relying on an improving commodity for crucial backup duties, especially while out indefinitely, feels like an unnecessary gamble. The safer, more logical approach would be to stick with the established structure of Stolarz, supported by the potential of Primeau and Hildebrand, allowing them to grow into their roles. As October approaches, the Maple Leafs need certainty, not experiments. The situation with Joseph Woll already inject a degree of instability into the goaltending equation. Adding another layer of uncertainty by pursuing DiPietro would only compound the problem. A season isn't won in the opening weeks, that much is true, but crucial ground can certainly be lost. Early season struggles in net can erode confidence, create doubt, and put undue pressure on the entire team. The Leafs need to hit the ground running, and that requires a clear, stable plan and goal. The alleged interest in Michael DiPietro, while perhaps born from a desire to explore all options, carries with a distinct set of risks. It threatens to disrupt the nascent goaltending structure, consume valuable cap space without a clear upgrade, and potentially hinder the development of promising young netminders already within the system. For a team with championship ambitions, stability and clarity in the crease are paramount. The Leafs need to focus on solidifying what they have, rather than chasing what might be a shiny but ultimately distracting new toy. So, what's your take, Leafs Nation? Is this alleged interest in DiPietro a smart contingency plan, or a risky move that could destabilize the goaltending situation even further? Should the Leafs stick with Stolarz, Primeau, and Hildebrand, or is there a compelling reason to pursue another option? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you appreciate our unfiltered analysis and passionate takes, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a moment of the action.